Yeah, my plan really is to not really join any factions, well, except the Dawn Guard, but Companions, Thieves Guild, Mages, Companions, Thieves Guild, College of Winterhold, neither of those factions are really up Jakar's alley, so this will be focused on side quests, the main quest, and Dawn Guard, really. And then after all that is done, which will be many months or maybe even years from now in real life, um, Dragonborn. And then that's mostly what I'm planning to do in this LP. Maybe some modded quests. I'm thinking of Falskar, but man, the amount of stuff I'm already going to do here. Really no point in dragging it on with Falskar as well. But anyway.
Hold. City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
Well, I don't know if this is official business, but I saw a dragon coming from Helgen. It destroyed the entire town, and it is heading for Riverwood now. I must speak to the Jarl and inform him of such things so he can send troops down to Riverwood to defend the town.
In danger too? You better go on in. You'll find the Jarl in Dragon's Reach at the top of the hill.
Thank you. And if you heard that water gulp sound, that's because Animal, I think, just drank some of her water skin, so it looks like that feature is working, but her water skin was completely full when I last checked. Anyway. And also if you hear random munching sounds, she's automatically eating her food, but anyway.
Or swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane to help you?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job.
The Civil War seems to be affecting everyone. Absolutely everyone. It's not my place to intervene in such things. I just hope the Civil War solves itself. But I don't think it will for a very long time, at the very least. Yes, I will not be doing anything with the Civil War. Jakar does not really feel like it's his place to worry about the Nord's own war, you know. I mean, he isn't really fond of what the Empire's doing or what the Stormcloaks are doing. So, you know, the Civil War is not going to be a focus of this LP at all. Anyway, Jakar's just sort of taking in Whiterun right now, seeing what it's got to offer, and it also seems like the frame rate's suffering a little bit, not exactly sure why, and I apologize for that, but yeah, Jakar's just kind of taking it slow and taking in the city of Whiterun one side at a time, and it looks like he's a bit hungry, and we don't have much food right now, so the first thing we're probably going to do is stop by the Bannered Mare when he comes up to it in a second here, and buy lots of food from there, and hopefully they have a better selection than, what's the name, than, the inn in Riverwood had, the Sleeping Giant. Ah, the Bannered Mare. From the style of sign, it seems this is an inn, and I need food rather badly right now, so let's stop in here, Adamlaw. If you hear someone talking in the background, guys, that's my dad. Our computers are both in the same room, so.
I think I got the coolie mug around here somewhere.
Well, I'm not sure if I need a drink as much as food right now. What have you got for sale?
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires?
It's not really work I need, it's food I need. Alright, so let's see what she's got food-wise. Much, much more than the Riverwood Inn, just as I thought she would. So, let's see all the stuff she's got here. She's got lots of bread. Jakar likes this cheese, so he's gonna buy some eider cheese, maybe a whole wheel of goat cheese. Yes, much better food selection. It makes sense, you know. This is a large city, and Riverwood's just a small little town. It makes sense that they'd have more to sell in every respect, not just for produce and things like that. Salmon steak, perhaps, seared slaughterfish. A couple of sweet rolls. Jakar can't help himself in that regard. Maybe some milk. Jakar is always looking for milk. He likes milk quite a lot. No, it doesn't really look like there's much more or any milk to sell here. But he's got a decent amount of food. Maybe some cooked beef as well. Just making sure that Animal and Jakar have enough food for a while. So, I mean, he's going to be heading out of Whiterun probably tomorrow at some point. So, yeah. But for right now, since he's just made it from Riverwood, Jakar's going to head to the palace, or not the I guess it is the palace, to Dragon's Reach, and you need some more food, Animal? I've got some more. Let's see what you've got food-wise. She's got a decent amount of food, right? So, right, now, I have heard that the palace in Whiterun is at the top of the hill the town is settled on.
What of my shelves?
Yeah. It seems what's on everyone's minds and mouths lately is this damned war. I wish it would just stop, but it won't, will it? Huh. This tree is rather dead. Seems that at one time it was a spectacle of this town, and it was rather beautiful and majestic, but now it is dead. I wonder what happened. What is this place? Ah, Temple of Kinnereth. I shall be paying my respects to the Divine of Winds and Rains. Maybe tomorrow morning, but for now, the sun is setting and I must get to the Jarl and tell him of the dragons. So I think what Jakar's gonna do is maybe do some bartering tomorrow morning. Maybe play the lute for some coin and a room tonight, and then just get a move on to Riften, because he feels like it's his calling to join the Dawn Guard and fight vampires. He feels like it's something that he is capable of doing and should be doing because of all the pain and suffering that the vampires have been causing lately here in Skyrim.
I just think we need more. What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruuf is not receiving visitors.
Would he be receiving visitors if he knew Helgen was attacked by a dragon and I have news of such things?
That explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
Thank you. Drawing a weapon on someone who simply wishes to speak to the Jarl. Well, these are troubled times, I suppose. Hello, my Jarl. I come with news from Helgen.
You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
Indeed, I did. And the beast is the beast is heading towards Riverwood.
Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. The dragon is lurking in the mountains.
Patient, he would assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not.
I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service. I won't forget it. Here,
Thank you.
take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents. Come, let's go find Faringard, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Balgruuf gave Jakar a Bosmer cuirass. Let's look at that for a second. 37. And it also looks pretty damn cool. Versus... So... Not near as good, but man does it look cool. I'm curious what that looks like. Oh, I like that. I really do like that. It's a shame it's not near as good as that Imperial armor. And also, there might be something up with my Skyproc patcher, or my, what is that called? I don't remember what it's called. Reprocker. Yeah, the Reprocker patcher. I think something's wrong with it, or maybe I didn't run it correctly, because I feel like that shouldn't be so low compared to Imperial armor, studded Imperial armor even, which is, I think, pretty low end armor, especially since it's worth, if you look at it, 500 gold. I mean, I'm normally very form over function when it comes to armor, but that just looks really cool, and I am going to keep that on. And I think Jakar likes the look of it much more than the Imperial armor. So I'm going to wear it for now. Maybe not for combat. And I'm also going to check if my Skyprocker's alright and rerun it maybe, because I feel like that's not right.
Faringard, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project.
I like
Go
that
ahead and
cuirass. It's
fill him
really
in
cool
with all
looking.
the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragon. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
Well, I just recently found a stone tablet, but it may not be the one you're seeking, so where am I going and what am I fetching, I
Straight
suppose?
to the point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right?
Correct.
I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone said to contain a map of dragon burial sites.
A
Go
map?
to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
Actually, this may surprise you, but I believe I have already found what you seek. I found this in Bleak Falls Barrow, and it does indeed seem to have a map on it. Here you go.
The dragon stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes the Jarl foists on me.
Well, I don't call myself a brute for sure, but I have retrieved the Dragonstone for you prematurely, it would seem. What
That
next?
is where your job ends and mine begins. The work of the mind, sadly undervalued in Skyrim.
The work of the mind, yes. It seems to be undervalued in the entirety of Tamriel these days. Man, that is a pretty darn cool piece of armor.
Faringard, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come
It seems
too.
to fit Jakar a lot
Dragon.
more than
How exciting. Where was it? What was it doing?
the
I think it's a
Imperial
bit
armor
more
anyway.
serious than
Very
I believe.
rangery and woodsman-y, which I guess makes sense because it's Bosmer armor. A dragon's been sighted nearby. Gods, is this really happening? Oh no. I wonder if I'm allowed up here. I don't care, I need to see what's going on here.
Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell me what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. The sword coming from the south. Those falls.
Another
Faster than
wanderer,
anything I've
here to
ever
lick
seen.
my father's
What did it
boots.
do?
Good job.
Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my
That's a rude little boy.
Just
For
circling
the son of a Jarl, no less.
I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Here, Eleven. We better get guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men.
What?
Muster in the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon.
What?
You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. And I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the dragon stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armor.
Studded armor of major health, eh? Let's look at this. Alright, studded armor. 61. Ah, not as good, but it has a health enchantment, man. 40 points, too. That's a lot. Man, well, balls. That sucks. This is much better armor-wise, but man, 40 health? And there's also this, man. That's just, I don't like that this is, so inferior compared to the studded Imperial, because it looks so much better. You know what? This may be stupid of me, especially since I'm about to fight a freaking dragon with Skyrim, but man, this just looks too cool to not wear for at least a little bit. But actually, it might be a really good idea to wear this instead. So yes, 40 points of health probably makes up for quite a bit less armor, 11 less armor. I mean, come on, 40 points of health, gosh. And also, it also looks quite a bit more suited to Jakar than the studded Imperial stuff.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of Khor.
Right, so Jakar's going to follow Irileth, but before he does that, I think I am going to cut recording here for a second and get some stuff done I need to get done in real life. There she goes, she's actually found the stairs. So, I'm going to save right here and cut off for now, and when we return, Jakar will follow Irileth to help her fight a dragon, the last thing Jakar thought he would be doing this evening. So, I thank you guys so much for watching, and I shall see you next time.